Okay, so my last video had a lot of crybabies, so I just want to touch on this. White people, listen. You are not going to have less because everyone has access to the resources that you have access to already. You already have it. You do not need to cry when reparations come up. You will be fine. Because you know what? The rest of the world doesn't function like y'all. Yeah, you're not the norm. We want integrity. So, guess what? When reparations come, you're gonna be fine. Stop crying and start helping. Because people deserve better. And the money that we put on bombs can go to rebuilding communities. It's that simple.
Um, I don't know if she knows, but um, I think she's white. The way that she was talking, it made it sound and seem as if she wasn't white herself, you know. But then also, who says that we need any of that? You know, not all black people like are destituted. Like, you know, we aren't all like downtrodden and poor and just in the gutter, and you know, like my life is beautiful. You know, I don't know, man. Goodness gracious, these white liberals out here, they something else, ain't they? They are something else. And you know, I've talked about this before, but it's completely unfair for somebody who had nothing to do with something to pay for something. It's completely unfair for somebody to pay for something that they had nothing to do with. You know, it just doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. If the shoe were on the other foot, I'm not paying for something that my great grandfather did. Like, I had nothing to do with that. Wouldn't me? Go dig his behind up. All right. Go take whatever he got, you know, in his casket with him. I don't know, probably nothing, but you know, hey, go take whatever he had in the casket with him, and that's how you repay yourself. You know, don't come asking me for nothing. You gonna get not a cent, nothing from me. You understand me? All right, let's move on. No, we can't play the music. No. Okay, MAGA be so soft nowadays. Weren't y'all supposed to be tough? Bro, you're squatting what's that? 135? Bro, anybody that's ever worked out understands why the heck I'm laughing. Bro, you're squatting with a 45 on each side. That's barely a warm up. Bro, I haven't worked out in quite a while now. After my little injury that I had, I was on the road getting back in the gym, getting back working out. Then I had a little bit of an injury, and so I haven't worked out in probably a month now. And even before that, I had only been working out for maybe a month. So, not very long, right? And before that, it had been a year and a half, 2 years maybe, since I had worked out before then. Maybe not that long, maybe a year. But my point is, I literally could go to the gym right now and squat what he's squatting. Plus more. Bro, and I'm so out of shape, man. I'm so fat, sloppy, jalopy right now, man. I feel, and I could squat this. I could squat this in my sleep. Bro, these folks are delusional. I could bench press this right now easily. Pause reps at that. Just let it sit on my chest while I have a conversation with you. Then lift it. You know what I mean? Oh, CT Fletcher style. If you guys know who CT Fletcher is, do you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to CT Fletcher. But yeah, man, these folks. I thought MAGA was tough. As I'm barely squatting anything. Or as he's barely squatting anything. Anyway, Move on, move on, move on.
I mentally cannot work anymore. And when I say that, I mean that in a way where I work 9 hours a week, 3 hour mornings. That's it. I struggle with my mental health so bad that that's all I can do. And sometimes I struggle to do that. My question is, how are you guys still working, being extremely mentally unwell? And yes, I'm on medication. I
Hold on, I want to hear this again.
mentally cannot work anymore. And when I say that, I mean that in a way where I work 9 hours a week, 3 hour mornings. That's it. I struggle with my mental health.
9 hours a week and 3 hour mornings. Oh my goodness. And she says she's on medication. You know, that study that came out a while ago, those couple of studies that says that liberals self-report the most amount of mental issues ever. Most definitely true. 9 hours, 3 hour mornings. You work 3 hours? Yeah, these people just, bro, we have created such, in my humble opinion, a soft society. And here's why I say that. You don't think the people back in the day ever suffered with anything, any sadness, right? Back in the day? Of course they did. But you know what they also did? They got their butts up every morning, suited up and laced their boots up, and they went to work for the 8, 10, 12 hours that they had to go to work for. You didn't hear them, oh man, I can't work, I can't do this, I can't. Okay. See, and this is why I can't be in politics, bro. Because I'll be way too harsh. You know? I just be I would be way too harsh, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, are you sad today? You can't go to work? Figure it out. Just like the rest of us. Like, we all go through things. You know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness, man. Am I being too harsh? Y'all let me know in the comments, please. Y'all let me know. Please do. Please do. Uh-oh, looks like we got another person crying.
It's not fair that I'm gonna have to spend the rest of my life trying to unlearn my own oppression just for me to not be able to live long enough to see the day where I'm finally equal to a male. No matter how much research I do, no matter how much I try to teach other women, no matter how much activism I do online or in person, I feel like it's true. Like I'm not gonna live long enough to see the rewards of my work. It's not fair. It's not fair, and I grieve the life I could have had if I was a man. It's not fair that I'm gonna have to.
You grieve the life you could have had if you were a man. Yeah, we ain't gonna make it, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't gonna make it. What has this world come to? These liberals have just absolutely lost it. I grieve the life that I could have lived as a man. Do you really? Are you sure about that? I don't think she truly understands what she's saying there. Because, fellas, we all know there's some pressures put on us that ain't put on women typically. But then also, you know, I think the way that I look at life a little bit is men and women are like a yin and a yang. We kind of complete each other. Men are good at certain things typically that women aren't good at typically. But then women are good at some certain things typically that men aren't good at typically. You know what I mean? So we kind of, but, oh my goodness, man. Goodness gracious. These liberals, boy, I tell you.
Fuck a real job. I don't don't want a real job. I got a degree in music theater because I'm creative and I love theater. I got an MBA in marketing because I knew the benefits of being able to sell yourself, and I know the strategies behind running a business. I've always wanted to do something more than the life of a 9-to-5. I tell you that if you find a job you love, then you never have to work a day in your life, but there's no job that I can think of where I would love to work for the next 40 years of my life working for somebody else. If I'm putting in the work for a job, it better be for my own gain and for my own business, not for a creepy boss and his paycheck.
Yeah, something tells me that she ain't gonna make it. She ain't gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Not with that attitude. Bro, if I'm hiring folks and somebody like that walks in, now I'm not gonna say nothing in the interview, but best believe you're not getting the call back. Absolutely not. You're gonna mess up the culture. You are going to mess up the culture, and it's gonna be a headache for me to fire you. Oh, no. No. And plus, you know, a lot of these folks think entrepreneurship is like this wonderful, easy thing to do and accomplish. And while not realizing that most entrepreneurs fail, right? But then also the responsibility that comes with entrepreneurship. When you work a 9-to-5 for somebody else, right? Which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. When something goes wrong, you get to go home and go to sleep peacefully, knowing that your paycheck is still coming. When you're the boss, the buck stops with you. When you own the business, the buck stops with you. If you don't fix it, ain't nobody gonna fix it. If it all falls apart, it still falls on you. You don't just get to go home and say, yeah, not my problem to deal with. No. You own this. You're the one that took out the loan for the business. You're the one that signed your name on that dotted line for that loan. Not them. But, you know, of course, people don't think that way. You know, unfortunately, it's just, what? I don't know. Can't save everybody, I guess.
Excuse me? I made a video about women's voting rights, and why are like 1/3 of the comments that it was the biggest mistake that America has ever made? What?
That's an interesting topic of discussion. Now, ladies, because I know there's about 40% of you watching. This channel has about a 60-40 ratio, 60% men, 40% women. So, ladies, this question is for you all, because I see you all in the comments too. I appreciate you. Now, while we all agree, or at least probably 99.8% of you all agree with me in terms of politics, what do you think about the 19th Amendment? Because it is true that if women weren't voting, this country would basically be completely red, minus states like a couple of states like New York, California, of course, and a couple of others. How do you feel about it? I'm interested from a conservative's point of view, a conservative woman's point of view. How do you feel about it? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know. I'm gonna be reading through them. So please, if you agree, if you disagree, and why, of course, you know, I want to know the details as to why, you know, you think the way that you think. Okay, whether you like it or you don't like it.
Because it's a sport, it's a game, and it's fun. Like, I have posts on my page about it, all over different ways that you can engage as a white person, but it's one of the few joys that come with being born white. I used to hate looking white when I was little because I was like the odd man out, and they used to like point out my whiteness, like, because they're colonial white people shit. But now, I will intentionally, like, get my customer service voice and dress up and look for opportunities. Like, I'm fishing with the white privilege. Bro, like, give me an opportunity to swing this.
That sounds a bit racist to me. I don't know about y'all, but that sounded as if I'm not able to do exactly what she's able to do. As if my life is just in shambles because, you know, the color of my skin. Although Joe Biden would say that I'm not black because I couldn't figure out whether I wanted to vote for him or Trump. I think that wasn't that his exact quote. If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. Well, safe to say I didn't have a problem figuring out whether I was for Joe Biden or Trump. I chose Trump, but yeah, Joe Biden would say that I'm not black, but I most definitely am. And my life is not in shambles. So what white privilege are you talking about? Or is she talking about? Quite confused. It's funny how these liberals always preach about racism, and then they come out and say stuff like that. Yeah, I have privilege over you because I'm white. What? No, you don't. You have privilege over me simply because of the color of your skin? You know, the thing that pops up in my head is that little kid in the back seat where he's like, what? Some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen it, just Google kid BS. You'll see the clip. You'll see the clip. I'm not gonna play it here because he actually curses in the video, of course, but that's the clip that I think of in response to her talking about she has so much privilege, so much privilege. Crazy, man. Anyway, these liberals, boy, I tell you. Anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. And ladies, please do get in the comments for me. I want to hear your opinions about the question that I had for you all earlier. I will be reading through them. So stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.